Have you ever wondered why fear can be so paralyzing, and yet it's an emotion we all experience? Fear, this four-letter word, can hold such power over us. But why is that? To understand fear, we must first delve into its origins. Fear is not just psychological, it's biological, deeply ingrained in our very DNA. It's a primal response that dates back to our earliest ancestors, who relied on this emotion for survival. When faced with a predator, fear triggered the fight or flight response, priming the body to either confront the danger or escape from it. This is fear serving its essential purpose, protection. Fast forward to the present day, and we're no longer running from saber-toothed tigers. Yet fear still lingers, often manifesting in less tangible forms. We fear failure, rejection, the unknown. Our minds have evolved, but our biological response to fear remains the same, often resulting in feelings of anxiety and stress. But here's where it gets interesting. Personal experiences and our mindset play a significant role in how we perceive and react to fear. Two individuals can face the same situation, yet their reactions could be worlds apart. One might see a challenge to overcome, while the other sees an insurmountable obstacle. This is because our past experiences shape our understanding of fear, and our mindset determines how we respond to it. Fear can become irrational or debilitating when we allow it to control us, when we perceive threats where there are none, or when the fear of failure prevents us from trying at all. This is when fear stops being a protective mechanism and starts becoming a barrier. However, it's important to remember that fear is not inherently bad. It's a natural emotion, a part of who we are. The key lies in understanding it, recognizing its roots and its purpose. When we understand fear, we can begin to control it, rather than letting it control us. Understanding fear is the first step to mastering it. Let's delve deeper into our minds. Did you know that our mindset can significantly impact our perception of fear? That's right, the way we think, our mindset, holds tremendous power over our emotions and reactions. It's like a lens through which we view the world, coloring our experiences, shaping our perceptions, and ultimately influencing our actions. Now, let's delve a little deeper. You see, there are two primary types of mindsets, the fixed mindset and the growth mindset. They're like two sides of the same coin, but with vastly different implications for dealing with fear. Imagine for a moment that you're standing in a room with a fixed mindset. The walls are rigid, unyielding. Fear, in this room, feels like an insurmountable obstacle, a giant wall that you can't climb over or break through. It's a place of limitations, where challenges are threats and failures are definitive. It's a mindset that whispers, "You can't," and "Don't even try." Now, step into the room of a growth mindset. The walls here are flexible, almost elastic. Fear in this room is not an impassable barrier, but a challenge to overcome, a puzzle to solve. It's a place of possibilities, where every problem is an opportunity for learning and growth. It's a mindset that shouts, "You can," and "Give it a shot." The difference is striking, isn't it? The fixed mindset sees fear as a foe, a roadblock. The growth mindset, on the other hand, embraces fear as a friend, a stepping stone towards personal development. But here's the thing. Mindset isn't just about thinking. It's about doing. It's about taking those thoughts and transforming them into actions. It's about choosing to step into the growth mindset room each day, choosing to see fear as a friend, choosing to embrace challenges and learn from failures. So as we navigate through the labyrinth of life, let's remember to wear the lens of a growth mindset. Let's remember to view fear not as a foe, but as a friend. Remember, mindset isn't just about our thoughts, it's about our actions too. How can we convert that paralyzing fear into a propelling force? This question is the key to unlocking a powerful transformation in our lives. Fear, a primal and potent emotion, can either hold us back or push us forward. The difference lies in how we perceive and handle it. First, let's talk about acknowledging fear. Many of us have been taught to suppress or ignore our fears, to put on a brave face and soldier on. But the truth is, ignoring fear doesn't make it go away. Instead, we need to acknowledge it. We need to sit with our fear, understand what it's trying to tell us. Is it cautioning us about a potential danger, or is it simply a reflection of our insecurities and past failures? Once we understand the root of our fear, we can start to address it. Now, let's move on to reframing fear. This is where we take the fear we've acknowledged and begin to see it in a new light. Fear, you see, is often a sign that we're about to step outside our comfort zone, and stepping outside our comfort zone is where growth happens. So, instead of viewing fear as a stop sign, we can start to see it as a growth opportunity. This reframing process can be aided by techniques such as visualization and positive affirmations. Visualization involves creating a mental picture of successfully overcoming our fear, while positive affirmations involve repeating positive statements to ourselves. These techniques can help to challenge and change our negative thoughts associated with fear. For instance, if public speaking strikes fear into your heart, visualize yourself delivering a successful speech, the applause, the sense of accomplishment. Use positive affirmations like, "I am a confident and effective speaker." Over time, these techniques can help to rewire our brain to associate fear with positive outcomes, thereby transforming it into a propelling force. Remember, transforming fear isn't an overnight process, but with constant practice, it's entirely feasible. It's like training a muscle. The more you work it, the stronger it becomes. So, let's start today. Let's start transforming our fears into fuel for our growth. So, how exactly can we master our mindset to face fear head-on? Well, it begins with developing self-awareness. You see, the first step towards mastering your mindset is understanding it. This means paying attention to your thoughts, emotions, and reactions in different situations. Are you quick to panic, or do you maintain your calm? Are your thoughts often negative, or are they constructive? By recognizing these patterns, you can begin to understand where your fears stem from and how they affect your behavior. Next, we have the cultivation of positivity. It's not about ignoring the negative or pretending that everything is perfect. Rather, it's about shifting your focus to the positive aspects of life and developing an optimistic outlook. This doesn't mean that you won't experience fear or anxiety. Instead, it's about learning to see the silver linings and opportunities in every situation, no matter how bleak it may seem. Then, there's the practice of mindfulness. This is the act of being present in the moment, fully engaged in whatever you're doing without letting your mind wander to past regrets or future worries. Mindfulness allows you to experience life as it unfolds, helping you to respond to fear and uncertainty with a clear and calm mind. And finally, we have the embrace of challenges. Fear often arises from the unknown, from the challenges and obstacles that we think we can't overcome. But here's the secret. These challenges are not your enemy. They are opportunities for growth and learning. By embracing challenges, you are telling your fear that you are stronger, that you are capable, that you can and will overcome. But remember, this journey of mastering your mindset isn't a one-time deal. It requires consistency and resilience. It's about showing up for yourself every single day, even when it's hard, even when you don't feel like it. It's about pushing through your fear, not around it. Mastering your mindset isn't about eliminating fear, but about harnessing its energy to propel you forward. So let's harness that energy and transform fear into the fuel that drives us towards our goals. From fearful to fearless, how does this journey look like? Imagine you're standing at the edge of an expansive forest. The unknown lurks in the shadows, and it's easy to feel overwhelmed. This forest represents your fear, and the journey through it symbolizes the shift from living in fear to using it as a tool for personal growth. Each step you take into the forest is a step into the unknown. But as you move forward, you begin to realize something essential. The shadows that once seemed menacing are just trees, and the rustling leaves are not monsters, but the sound of nature's song. The fear, you see, is not in the forest, but within you. And as you continue to walk, you start to understand that you have the power to control this fear. But this journey, like any other, is not without its challenges. There will be days when the path is rough and the journey seems too daunting. On such days, it's crucial to practice patience. Understand that transforming fear into a tool for growth is not an overnight process. It's a journey that requires time. And then there are days when you might stumble, when the fear seems too great, too overpowering. On these days, remember to practice self-compassion. Be kind to yourself. Forgive yourself for the stumbles, the missteps. After all, it's not about how many times you fall, but how many times you get back up. The journey from fearful to fearless is also one of perseverance. Even when the forest seems never-ending, even when the fear feels insurmountable, keep going. Because with each step, you're not just moving forward, but growing, evolving, becoming stronger. This journey is about more than just overcoming fear. It's about learning to harness it, to use it as a catalyst for growth and transformation. It's about realizing that you are not defined by your fears, but by how you choose to face them. Remember, every step you take towards mastering your mindset is a step towards a more fearless you.